What is smoking, Canna family? We are back with another episode of What Mats My Dreads, and today I'm going to be telling you if you ever wondered why cannabis is not legal nationwide and why it's 2025 and this movement or action has not taken place yet. Today I'm going to tell you all about it coming up next. So to catch you guys up, cannabis is almost legal everywhere, whether it is recreational, whether it is medical, Canna family. And if you think about it and put it in a nutshell, all of this is being passed and it's either recreational in your legal area or your area or it's medical. But Congress is trying to stop that. The bill is on the table for it to be rescheduled completely from number 3 scheduling to a number 1 scheduling. And Congress will not sign off on that. And why this is important, some of you guys may be like, well, why is this important? Because there can't be any further research, which means, when you're growing cannabis and you run into this issue or you want to know information about this cultivar that you're growing, there needs to be research done, and people, unfortunately in lab coats and lab rooms need to, grow these and do these research so we can get this information. And without this information, and Congress pressing this constantly and trying to buck the system and fight it and try not to have this done because they're still back in the Richard Nixon reefer madness scare area, and everybody watching this channel and that clicks on this video and videos like this that represents the plant and a community of stoners that these channels create can agree solely. There's nothing wrong with cannabis, and it does need to be pushed, and whether or not Congress likes it, certain politicians, the president, even now, Donald Trump is for it, and he's all for cannabis legalization. He wants to make it legal and have each jurisdiction, as far as each state, kind of, regulate how that cannabis is sold and given, and, the laws and restrictions that it'll have on it individually. And I think it's 2025, we all need to come to a place in time, because I started smoking weed, growing weed, and learning all about weed like you guys are now today years ago. And I was doing all this years ago before it was legal even in my state. And now I'll admit that, I've been growing probably for about 10 plus years before it became completely legal in our state. So, with that being said, I had a lot of experience around this plant, growing this plant, smoking this plant, eating this plant and edibles, doing concentrates, much like you guys at home have. And I see no wrong in this plant. I've had nothing but good times in cannabis, and Mary Jane has been there my whole life. She's always been there through rough times, through tough times, ups and downs. I gotta say, cannabis has always been there. But besides that, there are people that need it for medicine, which makes it impossible for them to do research that may be beneficial for people like cancer patients or people that are maybe, diabetic, people with this issue, this handicap, that handicap. It makes them impossible for them to get the organic medication instead of having to rely on pharmaceuticals and big pharma, which already rakes in at about $11.6 billion per year. Pharmaceuticals, and they don't want to give up any of that money because cannabis can replace that. Cannabis can also replace a lot of fuel, so you can make an organic fuel out of hemp and power vehicles instead of leaving a fossil, fuel transmission footprint within the, world, basically. So there's a lot of things. Also, they can make plastics out of cannabis, and it degrades within so many years or months or weeks quicker than traditional plastics, and we wouldn't have this microplastic problem. So there's a lot of issues. It even scrubs the earth of toxins and pulls up all the toxins hemp does. So it just cleans and really filtrates. It adds 3 to 6 more times oxygen in an environment outside than what a tree does, guys. So even fields of cannabis will help us breathe cleaner, fresher oxygen. Imagine breathing in air that constantly feels like it's been through an air purifier. If you guys have air purifiers at your house or indoors. I know I have at certain points, and they're really nice. You can just smell the air is clean. And that's what outside will be like. So there's a lot of issues and things that this plant would fix, but they don't want to, because it's either taking money out of some politician's pocket and they don't want to lose the money, or it's taking out of a business such as big pharma or this or that. These people that are giving tons of medications, writing prescriptions, they create opioid addictions, they create, more problems than solutions. Now, don't get me wrong, I understand some people do need medications. Diabetics obviously need insulin, blood pressure medication obviously needs to be taken, because too high or too low blood pressure will be fatal. Excuse me. So, not to bore you guys, but Congress really needs to get on, because there are benefits medically, recreationally. I think it's time that we open our eyes to this plant and really give it a try, instead of being stuck back in the Nixon reefer madness era, way before my time. So I just think it's ignorant that Congress just won't open their eyes and sign the paper. You guys got to let me know down in the comments, what do you think about Congress just sitting on their ass with their pens up their ass and not signing this bill, making it recreational and medically legal in every state across the United States, because that's what is preventing it right now from happening. So anybody that's seen that rescheduling short, that's kind of what I meant. It is on the desk to be signed, but Congress has brought it to a halt, because they're still stuck in the cannabis is the devil's lettuce area. So when you're stuck in that area, you just really can't, move forward. And they're probably old, stuck in their ways. No hate to old people. We all get old, but you know what I'm saying. So I think it's ignorant. They need to grow up. It's 2025. Realize there's research, medical benefits, and people have spoken in the United States. People, and even Two Buds in a Jar here on YouTube, want it nationwide legalization. So completely free the plant. Don't forget to watch our videos, and not only free the plant, but free your mind as well. And that'll wrap up another What Mats My Dreads episode today, guys. I know we got into politics and it was a little intense, maybe a little boring, but let me know what you guys think. How is pot regulation laws in your state? Would you like nationwide legalization, both recreational and medical? Let me know down in the comments below. And as always, I am your host, Dustin, from Two Buds in a Jar, and I'm burning out. I'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, got my neck and wrist frosty. All day, all night too. Need a beat to write to. Knock 'em out like Mike do. MVP like Michael. Money stacking, it's loaded up. Parks looking all swollen up. New Lambo, I'm rolling up. No stopping, no slowing up. I went hard, that cash came. Got a new big ass chain. Take what I want, no ass game. Live it up in that fast lane. Do this shit for my people. Get that money, all we know. Money never finito. Keep on boosting my ego. Steph Curry with the free throw. When I turn my swag on, this shit should be illegal. Stepping out the whip, I'm looking sharper than the needle. And all them bitches on me keep on swelling up my ego. I spit fire in the boot when I'm higher than Mariah off that goose. Punchlines hitting hard and chipping toots. Baseline kicking harder than some steel-toe boots. Stacking bitches in the backseat of the four-door coupe. You know them haters who mean shit to me. You gotta be kidding me. Ain't nobody stopping me from securing this victory. And I ain't stopping till the shit I'm dropping, making history. And every time they talking about somebody got my neck and wrist frosty. Don't know what it cost me. I've been on the grind, nigga, get these haters off me. I've been on the grind, why niggas so saucy. I've been on the grind, why niggas so bossy. Neck and wrist frosty, don't know what it cost me. I've been on the grind, nigga, get these haters off me. I've been on the grind, why niggas.
Fuck, man, I'm gonna catch my dick on fire.
Damn, dude.